Hi, this is Anusha. Do you mind taking 10 seconds of your time to rate and review us on any platform that you're listening to? This will really help other people find our podcast and we would greatly appreciate it. We do really want to meet other people. We really want to include more people into this community. We want to meet people that are also transitioning in their 20s. So we would really appreciate you taking the time to do that. Thank you so much. And now let's get into the episode.
Wait, but we don't have to have it figured out.
Guess what he said?
That's what
No,
they
not
say.
again.
But sometimes it's like,
I know.
there's so much free will.
But how?
It's okay, take it easy.
I know. Life is hard.
But then we have
it's so hard. We have to figure so many things out. Money, marriage,
No, I don't understand my
relationships.
friendship.
Yeah, sometimes it's just so confusing.
I love you.
Having like a session here right now.
Or maybe it's just conversations over coffee. I hate confronting people.
I would love a hot chocolate right now.
Do you want to start a podcast?
Let's do it. Welcome back to the 20s in Transition podcast, everyone. We are your hosts, Anusha Khanen and
Likita Gopinath. And in this episode, Anusha and I are going to be talking about what goals we're going to be setting in 2024 and mainly how we're doing it differently other than, the rest of the years. So, yeah, this is going to be a pretty quick, short episode, which is what we always say, but trust us this time.
we have really high hopes for ourselves. So I think I'll start off by talking about a different thing, not like something that's out of this planet. I think everybody knows all of these things. But one thing I'm really focusing on this year is just habit stacking, not focusing on, trying to build habits that are something that I've not experienced. I don't want to do that. I want to go into like my own rhythm of things I've done for so long and try to stick to it. Because I think every year what I do is I say I'm going to do 10 things in my morning routine, which I've realized that having a 500 step morning routine is not ideal. And I've sort of like really nailed it down to 4 or 5 things that I definitely have to do, like the non-negotiable ones. And I'm trying to stick to that. That's the goal this year. Just like you pick up 5 things, stick to that, make sure that, you can bounce off one habit and then go into another one. So let's say that I'm going to say that I'm going to wake up and do skincare. And then immediately after skincare, I don't want to sit and think about, okay, what am I going to do next? I don't want to do that. I want to move into, okay, I know I'm going to have to go make myself a cup of lemon water and then go journal and then go do some exercise and then go get ready. So that's the pattern that I want to follow this year. And I'm really trying to focus on that. And habit stacking, I think, is very useful. I've really just understood with habit stacking that it really helps your brain understand what it is you're trying to do, like without having to overload my brain with so much information, just like telling it, hey, this is what you're going to do next. We just know it. And then I think when you do that for a couple of weeks, it sort of becomes this autopilot thing. And then you just do it. You don't even have to think about it. I want to give my brain a rest in the morning. Like, don't think too much. Just calm down, take it slow. It's one of the reasons that I like to get up at 4 a.m. is because when I have to leave home at 7:30 for work, I don't want to get up at 6 o'clock, rush through the day, and then get to work. That's not what I want to do. I want to take my time, be very as slow as possible. And it's dark out here in the winter season. I'm like, it's perfect. I can just take my time, do whatever it is I want to do, and be very calm. What about you? What's your first thing?
Honestly, I really don't have, set goals for this year. I feel like I just want to take it easy. Usually, I have this huge list of goals for every year. I sit on December 31st or 30th, sit down and write like a few goals for the next year. But this time, I really didn't. I didn't want to put myself in a position where it's very pressurizing, when you have those list of goals. I'm like, oh my God, I only have 12 months to finish this. But this time I'm like, I'm just going to take it easy. I really don't have very huge goals for this year. Although I came across this idea where you can set goals for every month, not goals. You can make it a habits or, skills. Like I just took my guitar from the storage area. I brought it back to my room and it's in my room right next to me. So I've just had it like, okay, in February, I'll actually take it up. I'll actually learn a few songs, goals and skills like that. I mean, every month in this year, I just want to pick up a new habit or skill and then, do it continuously for 30 days. So that's something different that I want to do. I really don't have like big goals, to be very honest. And this year, I realized that, the end of 2023, I realized that it's better to have long term goals so that you're not, in a position where, oh my God, by the end of 2024, I have to be here. Um, just unnecessary pressure, in my opinion. So I do have 2 year, 3 year, 4 year goals that I have, set for myself. But to be very honest, not many goals for this year. Just very small, small habits. I've written it down on post-it notes, and then I've stuck it next to my mirror. I have meditation, visualization, the usual stuff. And then two most important things is not arguing with my parents. So that's, I just put a cross mark every day. I'm like, did you argue with your parents or not? So far it's been going good, except for like, I can see it from here, except for like one day. Otherwise, all good from my end. And the other one is not reacting while driving. See, I've already told you this. I have very bad road rage and I drive very often. I drive to work. It's pretty far from here. So whenever I go to office, I at least spend 3 hours driving in a day to and fro. So that's a lot of time and a lot of opportunities for me to, lose my temper. So yeah, that's these two are like very, very primary for me this year. Not arguing with my parents and not losing my shit when I'm driving. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's literally it from my end. That's what I'm doing differently, to be very honest. Not setting goals is what I'm doing differently. Not pressurizing myself to be in a certain position at the end of 2024. And I think that's okay. Take it easy, take it slow. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think a lot of people can relate to that this year, especially given that we've all like graduated and trying to figure out a lot of different things. I'm not saying everyone is graduated, but everyone's like going through the transition in their lives and everybody's trying to figure something out. So I think it's a good start. The second thing for me is the cliche stuff, okay? Vision board. And my vision board looks very different this time. I'm not going to show it. I'm also going to put it out there. If you make vision boards and stuff like that, don't post it on social media. You're trying to take away the energy that, it has. And don't do that. Like, have the vision board is supposed to be for you. Show it at the end of the year, like, hey, this is what I had on my vision board and I've done X, Y, and Z. And that's fine. I feel like a lot of people on social media right now are like showing their actual vision boards. Like, hey, come and make my vision board with me. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you showing it to people? I feel like even in our episodes, it might have come across in a way where, oh, Anusha is showing her vision board. Like, never. You will never see my vision board until I want you to see it. Which I think is funny because my vision board is set up in a way where if I get up from my bed, the wall across from me is covered with my vision board stuff. Like my entire wall, I've had like so many images cut out. I did that today, and it's just fantastic for me to see it because I think the moment I get up, the first thing I do is obviously grab my phone, which I'm going to stop doing. I've started doing this year, but I think it's a good thing for me to like get up and then just look at my vision board and be like, okay, I have so many things I want to do in life. And the vision board is not just for 2024. It's something that I want to do throughout my life. Like going to the gym, it's a lifelong activity. It's not like, oh, it's a one day thing. No, I want to do that forever. But this is just something that I've been like trying to, this whole concept of become the person you're supposed to be, become her, this concept which I've adapted. And I also believe that you don't have to become someone else. You just have to get her. Like she's already within you. Just go and get her. Like just become that person. I like that concept, and that's something I'm trying to implement this year. And just being very consistent with whatever goals I've set for myself internally. Like I know that you feel sometimes like I feel like this year I just have to slow down. For me, I feel like I'm talking like Kim Kardashian, which I'm not. But I feel like even she said that and she didn't do it this year, last year. But I'm like that too. I always tell myself like this year is all about being calm. Like let go. Like I'm such a control freak, and when I fell sick the starting of the year, I felt like that's it, all my goals are gone, like I have to readjust everything now, I can't do anything, or I haven't recorded my other podcast in like 2 weeks. I'm like, calm down, your body is asking you to rest, so give it that time, which is something, it was a great reminder for me at the start of the year, like life is not going to go the way you plan, and you have to be okay with that, like adjusting and adjusting, and then also making sure that your expectations are realistic, and just make sure that you don't wander into wonderland, like just be in real world, the real world, like stay grounded, have some gratitude, letting go is what my mindset is all about this year. What's your second thing?
What second thing? No second thing. It was just first thing for me. But honestly, I feel like I feel that vibe, just 2024 vibe is like slowing down, unwinding and being mindful. I just have that feeling for no reason. And 2023 was a roller coaster, right? Doing things, getting shit done. I feel like 2024 is going to be like, receiving things that you work for. Uh, you know, just smart work, no hard work, no pressure, just being going with the flow. That's been my motto for like 10 years, and that's going to be the highlight for 2024 for me. And also, one of the part of the reason why I don't have goals for 2024, set goals for 2024, is the fact that there are some goals that I set in the previous years that were not achieved, being very honest here. And some goals where we both of us talked about, where you can build on it, you can go on to the next level. So those can be maybe taken up as goals for 2024. And let's be honest, we're not going to be achieving everything that we set, right? Like, we're
Yeah.
not going to be out here saying that, oh my god, I set 10 goals, I achieved 11 of them. So no, to be very
I did that
honest.
last year though. I
Yeah.
did that last year, but I feel like I put a lot of pressure. Like you said, I put a lot of pressure on myself. I was like, 10 things, gotta get
Yeah.
it done. Then I'm like, I could have done this in 2 years. Like, why did I put so much pressure on myself? Not that I'm regretting it, but I get what you're saying. Like, definitely, we did talk about this. Like, you have so many goals, and you can always like add to that. Let's say that you said that I am going to go to the gym 5 times a week. You can be like, you know what, I'm going to calm down and go to the gym 4 times a week. Like, I need 2 days of rest. That is still adding to your goal. It's not like you're reducing from the person you were. It could be anything. Like, I have definitely cut down on coffee this year. I've probably had 1 or 2 cups a day starting January 1st, which is a huge deal for me. And I think traveling really helped me. December end, I traveled a lot and I
Wait, how
wasn't.
many cups do you have in a day
I
usually?
have like 1 liter of coffee, one bottle liter of coffee every single day. And I think
That's even
I
too
think
much for
that's
a coffee lover.
no,
Honestly.
that's my office coffee amount. I take my 1 liter bottle to the office and I drink it. Before that, I have 2 or 3 cups in the morning, and then I come back. I'm like, it's 5 p.m. Should I really have coffee? And then I'm like, it's fine, just have it. And then I have it. I've gone through like,
How?
I don't know.
You're
I
drinking
just
coffee like it's water.
That's the problem. And you know what? The funny
So
thing
how
is,
do you
I
take
drink
your
a lot
coffee?
of
With milk? Huh?
with milk, yeah. And again, a lot of milk there and a lot of sugar, and I add creamer to that. So I'm like, I ran out of 8 creamer bottles in 2 weeks. 8 big creamer bottles in 2 weeks. I'm like, yeah, this is a wake up sign, and I stopped it. January 1st, I was like, okay, this is not happening anymore. And I feel like there's a lot of change, when people say that I quit sugar, they can feel that difference in them. I can feel that difference in my body, like, oh my God, I don't need coffee. And I've definitely switched to lemon water. Whenever I feel like I need coffee, I'm like, are you going to cut that lemon and make lemon water for yourself, or you're just going to drink water and then go to sleep? I'm like, that makes more sense to me than actually having to do lemon water, because that's a process. And I do it very aesthetically. I'm like, I need my lemon base in it and all of that. So I'm like, this makes more sense. Just go with the flow. Don't drink coffee. I've been trying to tell myself, and I've been trying to. I think people who really like know me in my life, I've been trying to remind them as well. I'm telling you now, people who watch me, and if you ever see me with a cup of coffee, just remind me like, hey, what cup of coffee is this? What's the number? Ask me that question. I think it's very important. And my mom has been doing that for me. She's all constantly been asking me like, isn't that your third cup of coffee? I'm like, thanks for the reminder. I don't even know, like it just happens subconsciously. Now we're going off track. But I think, yeah, that's like one of the, I don't think it's a big goal, but it's again a small habit that I'm trying to pick up on. Like it's important. And yeah, I think 2024 is definitely like gratitude, just like be mindful, do some stretches, be calm, don't get tense, don't fight with your parents. I
Honestly,
get that.
I was just telling a few friends of mine that I've completely lost touch with yoga. I used to do yoga every single day before, and now I'm not even able to touch my toes. I used to be able to do that so easily, touch my forehead to my knee. But now I'm just like, where is all the flexibility gone? Likita, enough. I've
Yeah.
just been focusing on strength training so much that I've just forgotten the calm, yoga, being, doing meditation with
Yeah.
music. All of that part of Likita is gone now. And I feel like it's time to bring it back. It's time to slow it down this year. And that's what I'm going to
Yeah,
be
I
doing.
think especially as women, and we'll talk more about this in another episode, like our cycles and the way we work out matters a lot. I don't think there's a lot of people talking about it. There are a lot of people talking about it, but not a lot. And I think we'll definitely do an episode on that because I think I have really been
Yeah.
trying to sync my workouts with that and has really worked for me. And I think we have to start that now in our 20s so
Yeah,
we
it's
don't feel like,
completely overlooked. And
yeah,
me myself, I actually underestimated the effect of your cycle with your strength workouts. And it's just, I'm like, wait, what is wrong with me? I was able to lift this weight just yesterday, and today I can't do it. Yeah, it
I
actually
know.
has a huge connection. And I think, like you said, let's make an episode on that for the girlies.
Yeah, we will do that.
Also, looks like the previous episode was a huge hit. The
Yeah.
outgoing friendships. I did get a lot of messages. So just telling you guys that I appreciate you. It means so much to me that you actually listened to that episode and actually got back to me thinking you were one of them. So yeah, thank you for listening, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, no one got back to
Yeah.
me. I think it's a good thing too. Like I'm like healed from everything. So I'm like, this is a cool thing for me to know. And I don't think I was ever specifically talking about anyone on that episode. So I'm like glad that no one thought it was about them because that would be another big drama for me to deal with. And I'm not in that space. This year is about just being calm, no drama. I I even posted this on my personal Instagram where I said, no drama this year. Violators will be bitch slapped. I'm like, that's the motto of the year. If you do drama with me, I can't deal with it. I just believe in like just choosing gratitude and then being in peace and just staying quiet,
Yeah.
sleep, just go
If
to
you guys
sleep.
are looking for, very overcomplicated, elaborate goal setting process, what techniques are we using to do things different in 2024? So sorry, you're not getting that because we aren't doing that this time.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
maybe
going to
next
be
year.
our theme. And
Maybe
this is
next
very
year.
like coincidental. Yeah, maybe next year. 2025 is the year to go and get shit done, I feel like. Maybe. Let's
Yeah,
do alternate years. But this year, coincidentally, both Anusha and I think we agreed on, taking it slow because I was really burnt out just as her,
same.
from 2023. So yeah, that's going to be our theme. And yeah, with that, I
We've come
guess
to the end
we've
of the
come
episode.
to the end of this episode.
That's
I
Likita's
really
thing. I'm
hope.
not. I'm not supposed to take that away from you. That's your thing.
Yeah, I said it anyway. So, yeah, let us know how you guys felt, if you guys think this is the right way to go, or you have different goals, how you're setting them. Let us know on the description, on the question and answer box in the description, and let us know your feedback on the NGL link. And yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you for supporting. And we hope you have a great new year, regardless of whether you have elaborate goals or trying to, take it slow like us. Good luck because we believe in both. We've done both and good luck with it. Let us know what your goals are. I mean, not your vision
Yeah,
board stuff. Don't tell us that. Just tell us like long term goals or stuff like that and
yeah,
inspire people because people read the comments. So do that. Follow us on
yeah,
Instagram at Anushake, What's Next Nikita, and 20s in Transition. Don't forget to follow us on our official Instagram. Don't forget because it's fun to be there.
yeah. And January 1st is not necessarily the beginning of the year, guys. You can do it any month of the year. So take it easy and chill. Okay, see you guys. Bye.
See you next episode. Bye.